Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Wednesday, July 29, 2026. Making the headlines tonight, New Brad's company took over government lotteries after first closed. Yanira Pop named acting chief forest officer, and former ambassador's rape trial pushed to October after third adjournment. We take our first break and return with the news in detail.
Are you looking for financing on equipment, machinery, vehicles, parts, or tools for you or your business? Banquip and Belize Bank have partnered to make purchasing easier than ever with Belize Bank's convenient online loan application platform. Simply apply online, get fast and secure financing, and access the equipment or vehicle you need to keep moving forward. Even better, use the promo code when applying and enjoy a special promotional interest rate exclusively for Banquip customers. Whether you're upgrading your fleet, investing in new machinery, or purchasing essential parts and equipment, now is the perfect time to make it happen. Visit Banquip today and ask about Belize Bank online loan financing.
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial star 100 key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
August 1st, also one day where UAF used for African reparations awareness, and understanding that reparations, the root it means to repair, and the biggest repair we need to get done, the repair to for we self, mind, body, spirit. Now, this is not something where we just make up. There are international laws or documents or policies that guide people around the world who have sought reparations because of wrongs we get done to them. So there is something called Basic Principles and Guidelines on the Right to a Remedy and Reparations for Victims of Gross Violations of International Human Rights Law and Serious Violations of International Humanitarian Law. It was adopted on 16 December 2005 by the General Assembly Resolution 60/147. Up to we to learn these things. I use it enough for we best interest because only organized people want to save the people. Community partners, of course, Zinc Fence, XTV, Creme Radio, Amandala, Belize City Council, the Institute for Social and Cultural Research, ISCR, the National Institute of Culture and History, NICH, Vegan Bites, Kim Grab and Go. Individual people who contributed to ensure that UEF have the finance and the community support for be able to host these community actions every August 1st.
The world is watching. The stakes are high. And with an Atlantic Bank credit card, your moments start online.
Bro, tickets just dropped. I have my credit card ready. So how many tickets, guys?
We'll take two.
1, 2.
I want 3.
Go further, experience more. Make your online purchases seamless, secure, and in real time.
All right, let's buy the tickets now. What did you do, bro? I need to enter a password.
Oh, Atlantic Bank's credit card has a 3D secure feature to protect your online shopping.
Check your email.
Some transactions require an additional layer of security. 3D Secure adds an extra verification step. An OTP is sent to ensure it is you authorizing payment.
Guys, we got the ticket.
Yes! Your online transactions made with Atlantic Bank credit cards are fast, safe, and verified.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
National Celebrations Commission, in collaboration with the Belize City Council and the National Institute of Culture and History, proudly invites you to celebrate Emancipation Day at the annual Ibo Town Festival on Saturday, August 1st, 2026. Following the official Emancipation Day ceremony, join us at the Isaiah Mortar Square on Albert Street West from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. for a full day of culture, entertainment, and family fun. Experience an exciting lineup of live performances, cultural displays, local handicrafts, an educational emancipation tour, delicious food and drinks, and a free kids zone featuring face painting, cotton candy, snow cones, a bouncy house, and a trampoline. Think you've got the best powder bun or rice and beans? Enter our powder bun and rice and beans competition for a chance to win amazing cash prizes. Mark your calendars and bring the entire family to the Isaiah Mortar Square on Saturday, August 1st from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Come celebrate our history, our freedom, our culture, and our community at the Ibo Town Festival. See you there.
Hello Belize, if you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. GREE uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air, clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect GREE AC.
We are modernizing assessment through the National Student Assessment System, strengthening teacher professional development in digital pedagogy and STEAM education, and also advancing reforms in technical and vocational education and training so that more young people develop the practical skills required for emerging industries.
I was amazed how these girls were working together because many of them didn't know each other at no point. And through this 2 weeks program, they managed to create these strong bonds. And, they came up with problems that they were identifying out in the community, right? Problems with the environment, problems with climate change. It was such a wonderful experience, with seeing how these girls can take such simple tasks to great heights.
On the first day, I fell in love with the robots and stuff we were making, like wind turbines, and that really caught my attention. So I think when I go into third form, I would go in the science instead of the business because I really wanted to take business, but now I think of it, I really want to go into science now because it's so fun.
We wanted to spark that interest and motivation in girls so that they're able to go into STEAM careers and they're able to then jump into various aspects of or what we call skill pathways. So the goal beyond this festival is for us to then build a nice network, a support network, a commitment network, so that the stakeholders who were willing to be with us can continue that journey with the girls.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. The factual background in a case of the $4.3 million in business tax assessed by the Belize Tax Service against two Brad's companies for the handling of government lotteries reveal some notable details. Brad's Gaming Company Limited, BGCL, held the exclusive license for government lotteries from 2010 until March 2020. In April 2020, the company ceased operation after its contract ended. In an affidavit, one of the principals, Kim Chi, stated that BGCL no longer had a bank account and that the company was deemed struck off the company's register since they did not re-register. Shortly after, news emerged of a second company with a nearly identical name, Brad's Gaming Group Limited, BGGL, receiving the subsequent contract to manage government lotteries in July 2020. That contract was terminated in May 2023 when government lotteries were nationalized. Court documents cite an affidavit from Kim Chi indicating that BGGL did have a bank account at Atlantic Bank with a balance of around $50,000 that has remained untouched since the contract ended. Why one company closed and another was created, both involving the same principal, is unclear. In the tax case, the claimants argued that the companies were non-functional and therefore ceased to be taxpayers. However, Belizean law requires businesses to maintain financial records for 6 years. For some observers, the creation of a second company may raise questions. However, an online search shows that it is not unusual for the same principals to form new companies, including for concession contracts. Common reasons include liability protection, separating old debts from new operations, or starting a clean regulatory slate if the previous operator faced compliance or audit issues. Senior Counsel Magali Marin Young represented the Belize Tax Service in the case. We asked her about the two companies, but she noted that there is insufficient info to draw any conclusions.
From the facts and the instruction I had, it's a very interesting question. Why one closed and the other one opened? All right. And the first one was Brad's Gaming Company Limited, and they enjoyed an exclusive license for a period of time. And then they closed up. So I think they think that closing up mean, oh, we don't have to look back at liabilities. And then a new company was given another exclusive license of the same, almost identical nature like the former one. So I don't know why they were allowed to incorporate a new company. I think that may require some further investigation.
In a press release today, Yanira Pop was listed as the acting chief forest officer. According to information on the Forest Department's website, Pop has served as a forest officer with responsibility for the department's national and international partnerships program. In June this year, Pop was among 173 public officers recognized for completing 25 years in the public service. She was one of 6 Forest Department employees who received the Long Service Award. The Forest Department congratulated the officials for their, quote, unwavering commitment, professionalism, and dedication in service to Belize and its natural resources, end quote. It added, quote, their contributions have helped strengthen the Forest Department and advance the sustainable management and conservation of our nation's forests, end quote. Minister of the Public Service Henry Usher confirmed this week that the post of Chief Forest Officer will be advertised once more. Alexis Rosado, former ambassador and current co-agent for Belize in the ICJ case, was arraigned in the High Court in Belmopan on June 3, 2025, in relation to charges of rape, sexual assault, and aggravated assault, which were brought against him in April 2022. The trial was scheduled to begin on Monday, July 27, but the matter was adjourned for a third time. His attorneys, Richard Dickey Bradley and Leroy Banner, submitted a medical certificate indicating that Rosado was unwell and unable to attend court. Rosado was charged with 1 count of rape, 1 count of sexual assault, and 6 counts of aggravated assaults. In December 2021, the virtual complainant reported to police that the violations began when she was 13 and continued for several years. The case has been adjourned to October 5. Under Belize's criminal code, a rape conviction carries a prison sentence of not less than 8 years. Ruben Stoll has been charged and fined for $1,000 following an investigation into the unlawful handling and molestation of a wild jaguar cub within the Mountain Pine Ridge Forest Reserve. According to a press release issued by the Belize Forest Department, Stoll voluntarily returned to Belize and surrendered to authorities following the incident. He was subsequently charged under Chapter 220 of the Wildlife Protection Act, Revised Edition 2020, which explicitly prohibits the handling, molestation, or hunting of protected wildlife, including immature animals and female wildlife accompanied by their young. The Forest Department emphasized that no individual is above the laws of Belize, issuing a reminder to both residents and visitors that wild animals should never be treated as pets, photo props, or tourist attractions. Authorities reiterated that wildlife should only be admired and photographed from a safe distance without physical interference or harassment. A video posted by Stoll online showing him cornering and petting a jaguar cub went viral. In a comment, Stoll confessed to separating the cub from its mother using a vehicle. The post was later deleted. It is not known if the cub was able to reunite with its mother. After the break, Belize clarifies it will not receive Belarusian deportees under Safe Third Country Agreement. Stay with us.
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet and Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying I can help right now. One of this daily for 10 days, and I'm going after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
Look here, your kitchen light there and you've never been in the kitchen.
But I'm going back in there right now.
And the coffee maker?
Just to try keep my coffee warm for later.
Where do you know?
I'll try to think about what to eat.
You know the more you open and close the fridge, it takes longer for the food cool.
Uh-huh.
For a hot day like today, it burns more energy. You charge your phone right now?
No.
Plug it out then. You really only wash 2 Lee socks and 1 Lee shirt? You don't know what small load burn the same amount of electricity as large loads?
But this is my favorite shirt.
You have to be more energy efficient. Use large loads. This AC they blow hard. You know, if you keep the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius or higher, you burn less energy and you also keep the place cool. And for a nice day like today, turn off the AC, open up the house and make some fresh breeze come in.
You know what? I think I get it now. As consumers, we need to be more energy efficient and practice energy conservation.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
Back to school tax-free days are here again. Saturday, August 15 and 29th. The Belize Tax Service is pleased to inform all consumers that General Sales Tax, GST, will once again be waived on eligible school supplies. In addition to the existing exempt zero-rated items, the government has approved the following school supplies to be GST-free for the designated period. The approved items are as follows: exempt zero-rated notebooks, textbooks and workbooks, school bags, pencils, crayons, lead pencils, erasers, and pencil case. Taxable items that are tax-free for the approved days: pens, uniform material, ready-made uniforms, binders and folders, highlighters, markers, pencil sharpeners, calculators, regular and scientific, scissors, folder pages, graph paper, typing sheets, rulers, Bristol board, correction fluid or whiteout, eligible footwear, black school shoes and black tennis shoes, tapes, brown paper book covers and craft paper, newsprint or shop paper, liquid soap, glue, geometry sets, lunch kits and boxes, socks, hand sanitizer and toilet paper. Remember, check your receipts after purchase. To ensure GST is not incorrectly applied, report any abuse or non-compliance by calling 613-2773, 613-8375, 614-5731, or 613-2840. For any further assistance or information, please visit or contact any Belize Tax Service office countrywide. Our team is ready to assist you.
Hello Belize, if you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. Gree uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air, clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect Gree AC.
UBAD Educational Foundation, UEF, a community-based organization at 3304 Amandala Drive, behind Zinc Fence, Sweet Hillside, Belize City. Delivered the first group of African descendants racialized as Black people were organized community actions on August 1st, 2014, in remembrance and reflection of our African ancestresses and ancestors when they were in enslavement status legally by the state, primarily by European people racialized as white people. The first group of Black people who did that, what we now know as Belize, was on August 1st, 1888 and 1889, led by laborer Simon Lamb, along with a considerable number of women and school teachers. They recognized themselves as descendants of enslaved people, and on the 50th anniversary of African emancipation, which would have been August 1st, 1838, when legal chattel enslavement ended, 50 years later, they recognize their liberation. Community partners, of course, Zinc Fence, XTV, Creme Radio, Amandala, Belize City Council, the Institute for Social and Cultural Research, ISCR, the National Institute of Culture and History, NICH, Vegan Bites, Kim Grab and Go. Individual people who contributed to ensure that UEF have the finance and the community support for be able to host these community actions every August 1st.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, and the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
We are modernizing assessment through the National Student Assessment System, strengthening teacher professional development in digital pedagogy and STEAM education, and also advancing reforms in technical and vocational education and training so that more young people develop the practical skills required for emerging industries.
I was amazed how these girls were working together because many of them didn't know each other at no point. And through this 2 weeks program, they managed to create these strong bonds. And, they came up with problems that they were identifying out in the community, right? Problems with the environment, problems with climate change. It was such a wonderful experience, seeing how these girls can take such simple tasks to great heights.
On the first day, I fell in love with the robots and stuff we were making, like wind turbines, and that really caught my attention. So I think when I go into third form, I would go in the science instead of the business because I really wanted to take business, but now I think of it, I really want to go into science now because it's so fun.
We wanted to spark that interest and motivation in girls so that they're able to go into STEAM careers and they're able to then jump into various aspects of or what we call skill pathways. So the goal beyond this festival is for us to then build a nice network, a support network, a commitment network, so that the stakeholders who were willing to be with us can continue that journey with the girls.
News broke this week that a West Los Angeles immigration court in California, USA, had issued deportation orders for 2 Belarusian nationals and ordered them to be sent to Belize under the Third Safe Country Agreement with the U.S. However, the human rights organization By Action sounded the alarm shortly after, noting there had been no confirmation of the deportation and questioning whether Belize would accept citizens from outside the region. On Tuesday, Nikolai Zelaya, the director of the Refugees Department in the Ministry of Immigration, was asked to comment on the situation. Zelaya said that under the agreement with the U.S., Belize agreed only to accept deportees from the Central American and Caribbean regions.
I cannot speak on what happens in a U.S. court. That is outside of my purview. However, I can say that under the Safe Third Country Agreement that we have with the government of the United States, we will periodically be receiving persons who the U.S. government sends here. These people have applied for asylum in the U.S., and under this agreement, they can now apply for asylum here in Belize. Keep in mind that it does not mean they are guaranteed refugee status. They can apply. One of the conditions of that agreement with the United States government is that we will only be accepting persons from the Central American and the Caribbean regions. Belarus is nowhere close to us, and they are definitely not going to be accepted. So if the U.S. government requests to send persons, that request goes through my department first, and we would not agree to something like that under the normal course of things.
Belize presents as a safe destination with economic opportunities for many living in Central America and looking to flee from violence or poverty back home. It is no surprise then that most refugees currently in Belize are from Central American neighbors. Nikolai Zelaya, the director of the Refugees Department in the Ministry of Immigration, said there are roughly 500 to 600 refugees currently in Belize.
It's a very difficult thing to ascertain because people tend to come and go, but honestly right about now we have somewhere in the region of about maybe 500 to 600 refugees, most of which are from the Central American region.
In court news, as expected, Colin Francis Jr. has pleaded guilty to manslaughter in the police cell block death of 60-year-old Nestor Vasquez Jr., which occurred in June 2019. Francis, who was diagnosed with schizophrenia, had been detained after attacking a nurse at the Port Loyola clinic. He was then placed in a cell block with Vasquez, who also lived with mental health conditions. At the time of both incidents, Francis had been deemed unfit to stand trial. But in a report dated June 29 of this year, a psychiatrist found him fit to enter a plea, noting that he had adhered to his treatment regime while in prison for the past 7 years. On Tuesday, before Justice Nigel Pilgrim, the court accepted a guilty plea for manslaughter after his charge was reduced from murder. He also pleaded guilty to attempted murder in the case involving the nurse. Francis is scheduled to be sentenced on September 7, 2026. The Ministry of Health and Wellness launched a 7-day training and pilot exercise in preparation for a national evaluation of the country's Field Epidemiology Training Program, FETP Frontline. Conducted in collaboration with the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, the CDC Foundation, and SE Comisca, the initiative includes 3 days of intensive instruction in research ethics, interviewing techniques, quality assurance, and assessment methods, followed by 4 days of field piloting to refine evaluation tools. Supported by a multidisciplinary team of international and regional experts, the program aims to assess the impact of frontline training on workforce performance, public health surveillance, and outbreak response capabilities to help guide future investments in Belize's public health infrastructure. The Belize Police Department had issued a missing person notice requesting the public's assistance in locating 16-year-old Kimberly Talon, a Belizean student residing in Belize City. She was reported missing earlier today. According to police reports, Talon was last seen at her home in Belize City. She is described as having a clear complexion, being of medium build, standing approximately 5 feet 2 inches tall with long black hair. Anyone with information regarding her whereabouts is urged to contact 911, call 207-2222, or report directly to the nearest police station. After the break, Alan Pollard addresses reports of divisions withholding delegates list. Stay tuned.
The National Celebrations Commission, in collaboration with the Belize City Council and the National Institute of Culture and History, proudly invites you to celebrate Emancipation Day at the annual Ibo Town Festival on Saturday, August 1st, 2026. Following the official Emancipation Day ceremony, join us at the Isaiah Mortar Square on Albert Street West from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. for a full day of culture, entertainment, and family fun. Experience an exciting lineup of live performances, cultural displays, local handicrafts, an educational emancipation tour, delicious food and drinks, and a free kids zone featuring face painting, cotton candy, snow cones, a bouncy house, and a trampoline. Think you've got the best powder bun or rice and beans? Enter our powder bun and rice and beans competition for a chance to win amazing cash prizes. Mark your calendars and bring the entire family to the Isaiah Mortar Square on Saturday, August 1st from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Come celebrate our history, our freedom, our culture, and our community at the Ibo Town Festival. See you there!
Life moves fast. Your connection should keep up. Need more credit? More data? A flex bundle that fits your lifestyle? With Smart Prepaid, they're a prepaid option for every lifestyle and budget, making it easy to stay connected wherever you are. Because with Smart Prepaid, you can connect on your terms. Purchase credit, data, flex bundles, prepaid plans, and all your favorite prepaid services at any Smart agent, Smart showroom, or simply dial *100# key. No stress, no waiting. Just fast, easy, convenient ways to stay connected every day. Smart Prepaid. Connect on your terms.
Need a fresh new kitchen, flip that switch ignition. GE appliances shine. Every knob, every line, all align and turn the shower on. Feel gold, colder in the chrome. So bold from the tiles to the tiny screws. We've got the wow you choose. All in one place. Design Depot. Everything you need for the life you want. Let's go. From the floor to the paint to the patio glow. Build it up, light it up. Watch your dream home grow. All in one place. All in one place. All in one place. All in one place. All in one place.
Design Depot. All in one place.
The world is watching. The stakes are high. And with an Atlantic Bank credit card, your moments start online.
Bro, tickets just dropped.
I have my credit card ready. So how many tickets, guys?
We'll take two.
1, 2.
I want 3.
Go further, experience more. Make your online purchases seamless, secure, and in real time.
All right, let's buy the tickets now. What did you do, bro? I need to enter a password.
Oh, Atlantic Bank's credit card has a 3D secure feature to protect your online shopping.
Check your email.
Some transactions require an additional layer of security. 3D Secure adds an extra verification step. An OTP is sent to ensure it is you authorizing payment.
Guys, we got the tickets!
Yes! Your online transactions made with Atlantic Bank credit cards are fast, safe, and verified.
Atlantic Bank. Building the future together.
People's United Party Chairman Henry Usher says plans are still being finalized for contested conventions in 8 of 9 municipalities. You may recall that a recommendation was made for Ladrick Mad Bull Shepherd to go uncontested in Orange Town. Here in Belize City, there will be a contested convention for mayoral candidate and councillor candidates. According to reports, one councillor who has not been green-lighted for the convention set for August 30 is Evan Boo Boo Thompson. Here's how mayoral hopeful Alan Pollard reacted to that report.
Well, I saw it on the news. I think one of the pages put it out, and it was something that I wasn't aware of, and I'm not involved in those high-level meetings, unfortunately. But I saw it. I don't know what the basis was exactly, and I probably that will be unveiling in the coming days. So once I get that information, I could tell you now.
Would you have wanted him to run again? You supported him a lot in the previous election.
Well, of course, I'm always for younger candidates running, and I always think that the democracy should be showcased at the polls. But of course, the party has its arms and they have their reasons, and of course, I have to understand that and be mindful of that. So whatever decision they make, I'm sure it's because of the best interest of the party.
Have you taken interest in finding out who will actually contest to be candidates?
Yeah, well, yesterday we had a meeting with all the potential candidates. So I'm sure that those will be unveiling. Everybody, I think by now, have received their letters. I think it's a wonderful amount of people. It's talented people, older people, younger people, business people, new people. So I think it's very exciting. I think the delegates have a task ahead in terms of selecting the 10 people who they want to be councillors. So I'm excited, and I always maintain that whoever gets the opportunity to be on the slate and get elected is, I will have my full support and my full backing, and I will work with them.
Are you happy with the timeline for the convention? Like, isn't it too short, or it's good that it's short?
It's good. I don't want it to be next week, honestly. I just want to get it over with. I want to focus on the task ahead, which is March. I think the city council election is what is most important. And, so for me, the time isn't an issue.
As to his own race, there are reports that some divisions are withholding their delegates list, but Pollard rejected the idea. He is in a mad scramble to win them over.
Firstly, I don't see it as a mad scramble. I think these people are people who have been engaged with the party for quite some time. I think being a delegate for a constituency is a privilege that is afforded to lifelong party supporters and era rep supporters. So these are the people they're not new. They're people who have been around. They are people who have been engaged and have been supporting us for years. So for me, it's just touching back with them, giving them a greeting and ensuring that I relay that plan to them. I don't think it's anything whereby there are new people and you have to reintroduce myself or anything like that. So for that reason, I don't consider it a mad scramble.
Do you think you have enough time and financial resources?
I think I do more for the time-wise, yeah, but financial resources, I do want to say, I don't know where you get that figure from, the 200 per delegate. I personally don't pay for delegates, but the support that I have been afforded over time, I think I am one of the lucky ones who, it's not as expensive for me because, I put in the time, I put in the work, and of course, the relationship that I have with the delegates is something that money can't buy, so.
Caribbean Shores Area Rep Honorable Kareem Musa continues to decline stating who he will support in the Belize City PUP mayoral candidate race. When asked again recently, he said his full support is for the councillor candidate being fielded by his division. As for Alan Pollard and Elude Miller, Musa said it's a democratic decision that will be left entirely to the delegates.
I support a gentleman by the name of Kirkland Smith. He comes out of Caribbean Shores, a career educator. I fully support him and endorse him. I've answered this question already as it comes to Elude and Alan, that I think that these are two of our very best young people, very impressive in terms of all that they have done, all that they have achieved in their young political lives. And as I said on the last occasion, we in Caribbean Shores will leave it up to the delegates because this is a democratic process. I will not impress on them, any of the delegates, on who I think that they should vote for. My focus will be twofold. I consider myself to be somewhat senior in the party, that after the convention, my role is to propel whoever is victorious to become the next mayor of Belize City and do my part, and at the same time celebrate the person that loses, uplift them, encourage them, because I think that whoever loses has a lot to still offer in politics.
In sporting news, Belize's under-20 men's national basketball team suffered a heartbreak on Tuesday night after falling to the host Dominican Republic in the basketball competition of the Central American and Caribbean Games. After leading for most of the game, including a 41-39 halftime lead, Belize began to pull away in the second half of the third quarter, leading by as many as 12 points. In the final 2 minutes of the third quarter, the Dominican Republic started to press and trap in the backcourt, forcing multiple Belize turnovers. Spectators complained that in a couple plays, Belize's players were fouled in the stretch, but the referees did not blow the whistle. The Dominican Republic went on a run and cut Belize's lead down to 4 points, 60-56, and completely shifted the momentum towards the Dominican Republic. In the fourth quarter, the Dominican Republic continued to press and trap in the backcourt on defense and draw fouls in the paint against Belize on offense, with Belize not responding in kind. The Dominican Republic eventually tied and pulled away slightly. Belize made a late run which proved ineffective mainly due to missing free throws and three-point shots. The game ended with a 78-75 Dominican Republic victory. Belize was led by Josiah Mosley, who contributed 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists, with Tavon Dawson contributing 13 points and 7 rebounds. While Belize still has a chance to medal with winning gold, still a possibility, this was the game that the players were looking forward to, having now lost 4 consecutive times over the last few years. Belize's next game, which will be their last in group play, will be against Guatemala on Thursday morning. Guatemala has lost both of their first 2 games. And the 2026 Belize Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Championships will be held this Saturday inside the Octavia Weight Center in San Ignacio, Cayo, beginning at 9 a.m. Elias Galvez, one of the co-coordinators of the major event, said with about 100 athletes already signed up, it will be one of the largest sporting competitions in the country.
BJJ Championships, BJJ being Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, being hosted this weekend in San Ignacio at the Octavia Weight Center from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're inviting everybody to come out, show their support for the athletes. Well, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is still fairly new in the country, but it's exploded. You could even consider it one of the fastest growing sports in the country. For this event specifically, we're having almost 100 competing athletes, which is supposed to be one of the biggest events ever hosted within the country now. We have gyms from all over the country, from Placencia, Corozal, the islands, Kikaka, here in San Ignacio, Belize City, Bonfan. Everybody's coming together to compete. Kids starting from about age 5 all the way up to adults 30 and above. So right now, the sponsors we'd just like to thank would be, first of all, Toucan Industries, which is Bella Vida Water and their juices. They helped us quite a bit recently. I'd also like to thank RF&G for a small sponsorship that they made on behalf. We also have our sister MMA Foundation, which they are supporting. I want to be a big shout out to, of course, Coach Israel and his gym, Don't Blink Jiu-Jitsu. It's because of them that we're organizing everything. And of course, I just want to give a big shout out to Broad Light Media, who's going to be covering everything in terms of media, photos, videos, so on and so forth.
Israel Vasquez, the vice president of the Belize BJJ Association and coach with Don't Blink Jiu-Jitsu Academy in San Ignacio, said that there will be regional athletes competing as well. He also revealed that the winner of the Purple Belt Absolute Bracket will be nominated to represent Belize in the Caribbean BJJ Championship schedule for November 8th in Barbados.
For this one, we also have some people coming in from Guatemala, some competitors coming from Guatemala.
and probably a couple from the US as well. So it's not only a national tournament, but it has a little bit of an international flavor. In particular, we're expecting a good matchup with Ivana Obregon Betancourt, who is a little girl, 10-year-old, 11-year-old who trains in Guatemala and is competing against one of the Belizean girls here. So we're excited. Everybody is excited to see those matchups. So we're inviting the public to come up. Also, this one has a high stakes purple belt absolute division, where the winner of that division is nominated to compete in Barbados. They have invited us to compete in Barbados, and the winner of that division, the purple belt absolute division, gets a chance to win their flight and accommodations covered by the Barbados Association to go over and represent Belize. No, so it's going to be a really nice tournament. I understand there have been some. One guy competed last year, and this year we're looking to send a team. So we will send the winner of that division, but there will be other people that will compete and represent Belize and Barbados.
And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeat can be viewed on this station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV BHNI app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.